What's going on, everybody? You are watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports with our Week 4 NFL Redzone live look-ins. Look, if you're looking for game day interaction, you're going to be getting tuned into all Chat Sports live streams today. This is the spot. Allie Barefoot will be on the stream in a little bit. I am Marshall Green to get us started off over here. That's some breaking news in the NBA, but no one cares about that. It is NFL Sunday, and we're about 12 minutes away from getting kicked off. We've got a bunch of good games at this 1 p.m. Eastern slate. The Falcons and Jags didn't go too well this morning for Atlanta. They were blown out 23-7. Desmond Ridder really struggled through 2 interceptions. The first game of the year in London always is a little bit weird, but here we are. The Jags, they get the win. The Falcons, they suffer the loss in blowout fashion. You're going to get the Dolphins, Bills as well. A good AFC East rivalry right there. Tua, Josh Allen, that one's going to be a lot of fun. You guys got the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. Is someone going to win that game? Are we going to get a tie? Very interested to see how the Broncos defense bounces back after Miami put a 70 spot on them last week. A couple of rivalry weekends. Now that I'm getting a closer look at this slate, this right here, Rams logo, if you want to look at that. You got the Ravens and Browns, and AFC North, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, going to be a whole lot of fun. Bengals, Titans, can Joe Burrow follow up the performance with the sore calf last week? Short week for him. You know he's still probably battling with that. And you got the Rams and the Colts. I've been surprised with what the Rams have been able to do so far this year. They've been kind of a shocker team to me. As Lone Wolf in the chat is saying, F. Marshy, I feel right at home when I get a couple of those. Love that. Rashard Lee is saying, Watson, is that official? Is Deshaun Watson officially out, or is that fake news? Is that fake news? I'm going to, Rashard Lee, you know, I know you're a Chat Sports faithful guy. Don't be doing me dirty right here. I haven't seen the official ruling of that yet. Someone saying, Duval. XD Gamer saying Jags run the AFC South. Love that. What else do we got in the chat? Who is excited about the NFL today? Dark? I know I am. If you're excited for the games, I want you to type me. Duval is saying it is official. Maybe, you know, I need to keep my head more on a swivel if Deshaun Watson is really out. Let's do this, though. I want to know, which NFL team are you rocking with here this year? Maybe, you know, you're a flip-flopper. Maybe you're a bandwagon. I don't know. Shout out your team down in the comment section. I want to know which teams are being represented in the chat right now, as people are saying Deshaun Watson is out. All right, it's official. It's official. Deshaun Watson is out. Arthur is rolling with the Chargers. Rashard Lee, we know he's a Cowboys fan. Timothy is rolling with the Bills. Dark says Giants, Eagles, Ravens, Titans. Are those, which one's number one? Which one's, can't have 4 favorite teams. Come on. Come on. Shamari Peoples is rolling with the Pats. Zeke versus the Cowboys today. I'm kind of interested in that. Duval says Raider Nation. That is not what I was expecting. I was not expecting that one, Duval. Daniel's rolling with the Texans. It is J.J. Watt Day. As someone that was raised in Houston, Texas, I can admit J.J. Watt is one of the best football players I have ever seen, and he deserves every single accolade that the Houston Texans are going to go and share his way. DTR starting. I'm a fan of DTR. I thought he played well in the preseason, man. You know, it's big difference between preseason and the real deal, but I liked his composure. He flashed the arm. He's got the pocket mobility. He can escape a little bit as well. I'm a fan of that. XD Gamer says, Duval, I thought you a Jags fan. I think everyone in the chat thought Duval was a Jags fan. XD Gamer says, F. Marshy, is he a Titans fan? Am I a Titans fan? No. The fact you're saying F. Marshy and you don't know what team I am, yeah, I got you. Is kind of funny. Timothy says, hope DTR does well today. You know what? I'm rooting for him as well. I'm rooting for him as well. Patrick's rolling with the Washington Commanders. I understand that Washington lost last week, but it's got to be a good time to be a fan of the Washington Commanders. You got a new direction, new leadership, maybe a new nickname coming up in a year or two. I don't know. I don't mind the Commanders. I wish they would have stuck with the football team, though, to be honest with you. Dark says, I am not fans of the Commanders. Why is that, Dark? Let me know. I'm here for you. XD Gamer says it was supposed to be, if not is. No idea what you're talking about there. Christopher says Patriots upset Dallas. Could the Patriots upset Dallas today? There's a chance. Before we get to that 7 men's, you want to do a PP? Yeah, let's do that. We also got a super chat. That's pretty freaking cool. We'll get to Lone Wolf super chat coming up here in a little bit. We appreciate his generous contribution. And I want to let you guys in on a little secret today. If you want to make watching games today or for the afternoon slate, Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football a little bit more interesting, listen up. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and make sure to use the promo code CLNS, just like it is at the bottom of the screen. And when you get hooked up with PrizePicks, you can create an account. And if you use the promo code CLNS, they're going to match your initial deposit of up to $100. So if you put $100 into your account, PrizePicks is going to give you $100, and then you got $200 to use on PrizePicks, which is the best daily fantasy sports app in the game. PrizePicks is the largest independently owned daily fantasy sports platform in North America, and it is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy. Instead of battling versus thousands of other players, including pros and sharks, you just need to select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. The more players you have in your lineup, the higher your payout is going to be. I also love the quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and the enormous selection of players and stat types. And that's what makes PrizePicks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS, and you're going to get your deposit match of up to $100. This is what it looks like. You can add players to your lineup. You simply choose more or you simply choose less. And then you let them do the work for you, and hopefully you come out a winner. One more time, prizepicks.com/CLNS. I'm excited. I love it. You guys are going to love it too. If you love ball, you're going to love PrizePicks. Get hooked up with them. Support the show. Support the sponsor. We appreciate it. Maya's World, what up? Maya's World is a real one for sure. Says, let's go Big Blue NYG. Maya, hope all is well. Can't wait for Monday night. I'm going to be honest. I'm not all too confident Monday, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more optimistic. That's my goal for myself this week. Lone Wolf's with the $2 super chat. We appreciate you. First super chat of the day. Don't ever forget that. Don't forget that. Cowboys fan, so it's always F. Marsh. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. You know what? And the fact that you're bringing that energy today, it's hyping me up a little bit. So, Lone Wolf, we appreciate you. Do want to bring on my guy, Brett Scott, today. Producer Brett.
What up, Marshy?
We got some good games today.
A lot of good games. Why don't you tell the people what we're going to be doing?
Yeah.
And then I think we should go look in, and we're going to get Allie in the fold here because you got to go do a lot of other stuff.
I got to tighten up the loose ends we got here at the 12 different live shows we got here at Chat Sports today. So we're going to be keeping you guys up to date. Like, imagine Redzone, but if Redzone had like a really hot girlfriend. That's what we are today. We're going to be taking you inside every single live stream we have here at Chat Sports. If you don't know what we do, we provide a second screen experience. So we got a Miami Dolphins stream in the studio right behind us. We're going to have a Chicago Bears stream. We're having I can't even read. Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens. Are the Bengals live in Ohio today? No Bengals live. No Bengals live. But what we're going to be doing... my eardrum may have exploded.
Blew him out.
All right. But this is what... That was rough. I don't know what that was. It sounded like someone dropped a spoon or something. But no, Allie Barefoot is going to be keeping you guys up to date on everything happening. But also, you're going to get live look-ins, like at Harrison Graham and Nick Roloff, breaking down the Bears game, giving you everything you need to know about Justin Fields. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll check in on Jake Riepma and the Miami Dolphins in a second. We'll get you hooked up with Matthew Peterson and Tyler Jones, but I'm getting word that they are ready for us in Chicago. Harrison Graham giving us a great pregame show. Let's go see what he has to do, what he's doing there on Bears Now.
On this game, Harry, I took more than Justin Fields passing yards. And I took more than Javonte Williams rushing yards. Those are my two picks today.
All right, I like it. By the way, speaking of PrizePicks, Can everybody go retweet my pinned tweet right now? I'm going to go pin it right now. I'll put it in the live chat. Go give us a retweet for a shout out. Retweet this tweet. It should be. Go give us a retweet. Sam built everything. I have no idea. Give us a retweet for a shout out. Give us a shout out, or we'll give you a shout out. Give us a retweet. Shout out to everybody for retweeting. Twitter keeps changing like their stuff. You post engagements. Mikey D, William Brock, appreciate the retweets. Shout out to you guys. Go retweet our pinned tweet right now at HGramNFL. Give us a retweet. We got some more coming in here. Some more shout outs. We got Mikey. Let's see here. I hate how Twitter does this now. I can't tell who retweets stuff. Brutal. Give us a retweet. We'll try to get you guys some shout outs here. Just like the way they do it, it's like weird. Travis Taylor, we got Bobby Manjaris, Everyday Barbecue, and Cookin'. That sounds good. Travis Taylor, RMC. Shout out to everybody for retweeting my pinned tweet. Get to a couple super chats here. Twinquist up in Illinois this week watching the game at a local bar with a bunch of local Bears fans. If they lose this one, I'm out. Hard to blame you. Hard to blame you, Twinquist. Backyard videos, Bears 5, Broncos 3 final. If the Bears hold the Broncos to 3 points with a decimated secondary, I would be absolutely shocked. If you're ready for kickoff, type me. Spam me in the chat. Let's go. Spam me in the chat.
Harrison, I'm absolutely as I almost choke and die. Yeah, but I've been.
Oh, so good to hear from Harrison. He's been a fantastic Bears fan. I know it's been a long season for him, but like Marshall said, I am Allie Barefoot. I am going to be the host of today's NFL Red Zone. I am super excited. I got Brett right here to my left. We're going to be bringing you all the updates around the NFL right now. And of course, there are some amazing matchups on this Sunday afternoon. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here with you guys. Of course, the Falcons did take an absolute. They did actually win 23-7 to the Jaguars. That's what I thought. I thought it was different. I was about to say, this a little bit twisted, but the Falcons did take an absolute beating today. But, of course, we've got Dolphins, Bills, Broncos, Bears. We just heard from Harrison, the most loyal Bears fan out there right now. And Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Titans, which I am so excited about. I know Burrow isn't 100% healthy, so can the Titans actually take out a win today? And the Rams versus the Colts. I have been on the Puka Nacua train since week 1. I hope you guys are too, but Cooper Kupp might be making a return next week, so we'll have to see that. So I want you guys to hit that subscribe button. We are bringing you all the most up-to-date information on the NFL right now. We're watching the Bills and the Dolphins get ready to take their first snap of the game just here shortly. But of course, we want to talk to you guys constantly. We're going to be checking in with you guys throughout the games. We want to hear from you guys constantly in the comments. I know some of you may have been watching football for a while now since the London game popped off a little bit earlier. I didn't wake up that early, unfortunately. I missed that game, but I heard it was good. So we're going to hear from you guys. Where are you watching from? Shout out your city down in the comments. I'm from Virginia. I am now far away from home, but of course I am watching in Texas. So I want to hear where you guys are watching from right now. Please blow up the chat for me here. I don't want to talk to Brett all day long. I love Brett, but I want to talk to some of you guys. So please let me know where you're coming from. I know there's plenty of games to be watching from. Shout out your city. We got Trent from Kentucky. That's not a bad little state there. We got a lot of people that are watching all over the country. I know that Marshall is a big-time Giants fan, so of course he's always repping that. And of course we'll miss Marshall here. Maybe he'll pop in periodically throughout the show, but we're getting ready for NFL Red Zone right now. We just want to hear where you guys are watching from. We've got Baflash MC from Arkansas. Actually, Trace, who's doing the Saints right now. He went to Arkansas. He's a big Arkansas fan, so of course we got to get some Arkansas reps in there. But it's not bad. I am very excited to be here with you guys today and just talking all day long. Of course, we got a lot of good games coming up here in a quick second.
All right, Allie, let's run through all of the different simulcasts that we've got that we'll do look-ins with. We've got Ravens-Browns on both sides, Ravens and Browns. Dolphins-Bills. Bills fans that are with us here, we will see some Dolphins live look-in as well. Saints-Bucks. Vikings-Panthers. Eagles-Commanders.
Commanders. I don't like the
Allie's
commie
a
nicknames.
Commanders fan. It's weird.
I
didn't even know they existed.
Unfortunately, I am, guys.
Steelers-Texans. Bears-Broncos. Falcons-Jags is over.
Ah.
A lot of different ones that we had and will have today. And I did say Eagles, yes. And then later today, we've got Cowboys-Patriots, of course. Raiders, whoever they play, I'm blanking. And tonight, Jets-Chiefs. Lots of stuff from the Chat Sports family of YouTube channels for you guys today. And we're about to get kicked off, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We're watching the Steelers and the Texans right now, who are about to kick off the game and get us started here. And, of course, you can always bop around the Chat Sports channel and check out all of those. We're going to be doing some live look-ins. But the Steelers game has now officially kicked off, and I just got jitters. He is now running the ball back. Oh, he's actually making it past the 30, past the 40, and he was taken down, unfortunately. But a good start to the Texans there. I think the Texans could actually pull it out today. Believe it or not, I think the Steelers may not have it in them on this Sunday, but we're going to be taking a live look around all the other games going on. And I'm not a big fan of the Commies nickname. I'm not even a big fan of the Commanders name. I think we definitely could have gone a little bit better there, but you know, I've got a lot bigger things to complain about as a Washington Commanders fan. I know it's a tough blow to be a Commanders fan. Don't have to tell me. But we actually switched over to the Bills game right now, which has already started. There are about 14 minutes left in the first quarter, and we're going to watch a replay here of the drive with Josh Allen taking, almost a sack, but actually ended up passing it out to Marty, who did not get the first down. So I think Bills-Dolphins is going to be a great matchup. Actually, I think they're reviewing this right now, that he did get a first down. So good for the Bills, always moving the offense over there. So who do you have? The Buffalo Bills or the Miami Dolphins? Go ahead and type down below. Josh Allen handed it off, and unfortunately, I think that was probably a loss for a yard. But they did actually switch over to the Rams-Colts game right now. Like I said, Puka Nacua is on my radar for this game. Oh my gosh, a beautiful one-handed snag from Puka Nacua. It's like he heard me. It's like he knows what's been going on in my brain. This guy is legit. I could make a very big judgment for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Is that a hot take? Let me know. Who do you guys have? Indianapolis Colts or the Los Angeles Rams? I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. I think this is the game. They can definitely pull it out. They've been a pretty solid team. But we're back to the Bills and Dolphins game, which Josh Allen just threw it over the middle to Dalton Kincaid, and it was good for no, it was not a first down. Now it's 3rd and 1. Can the Bills actually get a first down? We'll see here. And, of course, to my commies, as Brett would say, Commanders-Eagles did catch off. A very good pass from Sam Howell. Was it caught? It was. Scary Terry for the first down. That is my guy. I'm going to kiss you on the forehead, Terry. You are leading our offense right now. And, of course, back to the Bills-Dolphins game. I think that's the number one game of the afternoon slate, if you ask me. I think the Dolphins have been really scary to start off this season. And a little push to get that 3rd and 1, and the Bills do have a first down. Like I said, we are going to be bringing you all this coverage of all the NFL games going on right now, and there's a quick run from Dameon Pierce, and he got a first down for the Houston Texans. That is a big run. That's a big run for him. I hope you have him in your fantasy league, because that was about 15 yards. That's a great play by Dameon Pierce. And now, of course, we're back to the Bills game. I think this is going to be the ultimate eye-watcher game of the noon slate. And there was a handoff from Josh Allen, and he's gonna be short. I don't even think he gained a yard, to be honest. That was not the best run I have seen from the Bills offense. But there are a lot of great games still going on right now. Like I said, we're going to be switching back and forth from multiple games going around the NFL Red Zone right now. We're going to be doing some live look-ins to some other channels that we've got here at Chat Sports. Of course, keep dropping in the comments, who is your team? Who do you have in all of these matchups right now? And we've got Kyren Williams blowing through a tackle. That's what I love about him. Every time you think he's going to get tackled, he just falls forward from their 5 or 6 yards. He's been a bowling ball of a running back all season long since Cam Akers left Los Angeles Rams. So I think that's a great addition to the offense, and they have been pretty good, pretty solid. I know the record doesn't say so, but I think they've been pretty good. And of course, Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. This is a matchup I'm personally very excited for. Joe Burrow with the step back. He throws it to Jamar Chase, I believe, who gets the first down. Was that Higgins or Jamar Chase? Honestly, they're both so lethal. I don't ever know who he's throwing to. And Redzone just bebopping around, going from game to game. Matthew Stafford, he did a little quarterback fake, and he tried to throw it, and it was knocked down. Incomplete. So close, but great defense by the Indianapolis Colts. They've been pretty surprising this year. Of course, they won last week. Can they do it again? That is the question here. And oh my goodness, just 4 screens. I can get everything that I want here. Okay, so which game should we go to now? Let's bring it back to Texans and Steelers. I think right now the Texans are in the red zone. Are they going to be able to complete? He hands it off to Dameon Pierce, maybe 1 or 2 yards. Not the best run for him. I definitely think it's now second down for the Houston Texans. They're going to have to execute a little bit better than that. I would probably throw it on this 2nd and 9 play. I just don't think Dameon Pierce is going to be able to run through that hole as much as we want it to. But, we have a touchdown on the board. Gabe Davis has now recorded his 3rd touchdown of this season. The Buffalo Bills are now ahead of the Miami Dolphins 6-0. They're going to try to go for this extra point here in just 1 second, but that is our first touchdown. Oh my goodness. And you know what? The Rams said, we got you. We're going to one-up you. Kyren Williams, touchdown for the Rams. I don't have Kyren Williams in my fantasy league. God, I wish I did right now. And the Rams are up 6-0 on the Colts right now. So why don't you type in the comments, do you have Indy? Do you have the Los Angeles Rams? Do you have the Buffalo Bills? Do you have the Miami Dolphins? Let me know in the comments where your teams are, where your passion is lying right now. We've got 2 touchdowns on the board between the Rams and the Buffalo Bills. Rams did make that extra point. It is now 7-0, and we switch back over to the Tennessee Titans Cincinnati Bengals game. Unfortunately, no touchdown here yet for either team, but the Bengals are in the red zone. Can a slightly injured Joe Burrow get the job done today? I'm very excited to see that, but I do believe they called a timeout or something happened, but we have switched over to the Commanders game and the Eagles game. Oh, so close. Antonio Gibson fell forward for a few yards, but still no touchdown. 2nd down and about 4 yards, I want to say. 6 yards. Oh, so close. Not very good at math. 2nd and 6 for the Commanders right now. Let's see if they can actually execute for once in their life in the red zone. This is the life of a Commanders fan, people. We try so hard. Over to the Vikings and Panthers game, which I feel like we haven't touched up on enough, and we're going to get to them in just 1 second. But, of course, there is something happening here in the Commanders game. We got the Tar Heel in the backfield. Sam Howell, can he get the job done on this play? Who are you going to go with? He's going to step back. He's going to throw it to nobody. Shocker. Overthrew it in the end zone, and now it's 3rd and 6. God, it just filled me with frustration. So bad. But the Vikings are in the red zone, so we're going to go check in with Seeps right now, who has got the live coverage of the Vikings game. Seeps, what's going on?
This is going to be a long game. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. They are doing it to me again. What the hell is Kirk looking at? KJ's running to the flat. Hawkinson's on a hitch. It is a simple slant, hitch, flat. You read the slant. You read the hitch. Then you read the flat. Slant wasn't there. Hitch wasn't there. Cousins automatically thought the flat was going to be there. Throws a pick 6. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, Seeps, I'm so sorry, buddy, but a pick 6 from the Carolina Panthers does put them on the board, not the Vikings, despite being in the red zone for the Minnesota Vikings. That's a tough blow.
Timing.
That's a tough blow there, Brett. I mean, I feel like every time we go check in on Seeps, something is happening, and it's never for the Vikings. But the Houston Texans may have something cooking up here. C.J. Stroud just either ended on the 1-yard line, or he did score a touchdown. They haven't let us know yet, but it seems like he extended right over that goal line, and believe it or not, it was a touchdown for C.J. Stroud. I actually tried to trade for him in the fantasy league this week, but my buddy Jack said no. I have Daniel Jones, so you can see why I would like to trade, but no disrespect to Daniel Jones, but you need me more than 4 points in fantasy, my guy. But the Commanders are still in the red zone trying to get it done. Sam Howell with the quarterback keep, and he, of course, gets taken down very aggressively around the 10-yard line. So once again, there's a flag. We're going to have to wait and see what that was, but that run was on a 3rd and 11. So obviously, it was defensive holding. We like to see that. Thank you, Brett. He was actually an official in his past life, so he does help me out from time to time. Thankfully, we got a break with a defensive hold, but can the Commanders actually execute in the red zone? If you are a Commanders fan, please let me know that I'm not alone. Go ahead and type in the chat. And while you're at it, even if you're not a Commanders fan, just type in the chat who you're a fan of. Because right now we are actually looking at the Bengals and Titans game. We switched over, and I do not think the Bengals could have executed on the red zone. So Evan McPherson is now kicking a field goal, and it is good. The Bengals are on the board 3-0 against the Titans. And we switch back to the Commanders game and the Eagles game because hopefully something's going to happen here. But because of that defensive hold, we now have 1st and goal still in the red zone. We're about 5 yards away from the red zone, from the end zone. Can Sam Howell get it done here? Hand off to Gibson. He runs through. He gets stopped about the 2-yard line, 1-yard line. Doesn't matter. It's not a touchdown. Oh, for love of God. Oh, excuse me. That was Robinson, not Gibson. I apologize. Oh, my gosh. They just replayed this video of C.J. Stroud extending with everything in his body, but it looks like his left thigh was down maybe before he broke the plane. I think it's one of those weird instances where his thigh was hitting at the moment the ball did break the plane, so it's going to be a very tough call for officials, but they are reviewing it right now to see if that was actually a touchdown. And, of course, we're back to Commanders and Eagles, who are still not in the end zone. This is not surprising at all, but handoff to Antonio Gibbs. No, Curtis Samuel with the touchdown. Curtis Samuel, thank you. I did not see this coming. 6-0 against the Eagles. Commanders are on the board. First, we're going to get that PAT in just 1 second. It was a beautiful play. Shotgun formation by Howell. He just quickly hands it off to Curtis Samuel. Howell actually went to go block somebody else, so I like to see the QB actually doing some work out there, but beautiful handoff to Samuel. He had nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Commanders. But the Bills and Dolphins game, of course, is one of our top games of the day. Bills are already on the board, 7-0. Before we head over to Seeps, I want to let you know that the Saints did just go for a 37-yard field goal attempt. They are now on the board, 3-0. But like I said, Bills-Dolphins, very intriguing. And Reetma seems like he is very excited for a 2nd and 8 going on right now for the Bills and Dolphins game. Let's go check in with Reetma.
What a funky play. And that's a great time to let you know that Jalen Waddle is back. Good to see number 17 back in the lineup. Type those 17s in the chat. Let me see some love for Jalen Waddle back in the lineup for the Dolphins, making the catch, albeit off a tip drill. But a great reaction indeed. Great point, Jack. Tua, back to pass, play action. Fires, it's caught inside the 20. Tyreek Hill down to the 15. How did Tua fit that ball in there? Hill was well covered, but the pass was still on the money, and the Dolphins are on the move into the PrizePicks red zone. First time into the PrizePicks red zone today. So a good time to remind you, we got a $100 deposit match at prizepicks.com/CLNS for being a Dolphins Today subscriber. And if you're not a Dolphins Today subscriber, subscribe. All right, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Tua is in the shotgun. A-Chain goes in motion. Pass goes out to him, incomplete. We got a flag down. A-Chain took quite the hit. Jack says offsides. And he is correct! Show some love for Jack Lauderay in the chat. That's a guy that knows football. Football guy. Type JL in the chat to show Jack some love. He's got the right hat on again this week. That's our guy. That's our guy. We love it. First down for the Dolphins. 1st and 5 now. They can still get a first down. They're at the 10-yard line. Crowd making some noise. Two in the shotgun. A little jet sweep to Achane. He's got a first down, and he's brought down. But a first down for the Dolphins. First and goal from the 3. First carry of the game for Devon Achane. That's right. Remember last week. All right. Just in case anyone's missed this story, I don't think anybody has, but we got 30 seconds here. At Texas A&M, it was Devon Achane. For the first 3 weeks of the season, it was Devon Achane. And then he went out and says Devon Achane. So now we're saying Achane. That's the last time we'll discuss it, but I'm not butchering the pronunciation. It's what he wants to be called. So first and goal for the Dolphins. Hill goes in motion. The give is to Mostert. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. And it was Achane. Devon Achane. My apologies. 2-8 is in the end zone. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying.
I think Reetma needs some water over there. Tough blow for Reetma, but so far so good for the Dolphins. Good try there, Reetma. But actually, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. We do know that the Broncos and the Bears, I do believe the Broncos just got on the board with a touchdown from McLaughlin. Yes, they did. Okay, well, we do think the Broncos are on the board. We are going to be roaming around multiple games here, of course, but of course, Devon Achane, whatever he said, it's not Achane anymore.
Now.
Achane.
Achane, not Achane.
I don't like that,
It's
to
been
be honest.
Controversial in South Beach this week of how to actually pronounce Devon Achane's last name. But it is 7-7 now. Allie, interesting updates here, Texans-Steelers. Texans got that down to first and goal at the 1. Penalty moves them back to 1st and 11.
Jeez.
And now it should be 3rd down, but there might be a flag, pass interference. So back to 1st and goal at the 1. There you go. Texans, Steelers.
I mean, you're making progress, or whatever, but I think you're going the wrong way. I feel like this is very normal for the Texans and Steelers game right now, but I think the Texans are still going to try to execute here, of course. Oh, I see what you're talking about now with the pass interference on Fitzpatrick. That's a tough blow. Tough blow. But, of course, they're still going to try to execute here, and we're still watching. C.J. Stroud did a little step back, tried to toss it, and Fitzpatrick wanted to do a little push-off right there, and he was not happy about that throw. But, of course, we now have C.J. in the shotgun. He hands off to Dameon Pierce. He blows through a couple of tackles. No good. He probably made about 2-3 yards on that gain, but ultimately still no touchdown for the Houston Texans right now. But what's so fun is PrizePicks, my new favorite app. They have been sponsoring us. They're a fantastic sponsor. It's a daily fantasy sports app where all you have to do is pick more or less on a player's projected stats, about 2 to 6 players on my water bottle was in the way. About 2 to 6 players, you can pick more or less, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. This is the app. This is where I go every single Sunday, including this Sunday. It's so easy to use. It takes less than 60 seconds to make any types of pick. You can even do this before the NBA season starts. You can do this for the NFL season, MLB season, multiple sports to pick from. Of course, I went on ahead and picked some for the NFL slate for today. I actually picked some for the games happening at noon. I picked some for the games happening on Monday night. I want to try to win some money this week, so my picks right now are for the NFC East matchup. I did take A.J. Brown a little bit less. I have Brian Robinson Jr. doing more, and I have Sam Howell less than 211.5 yards. What's so cool is I'm watching this in real time, and it actually lets me know that Brian Robinson only has 11 rushing yards right now. Sam Howell's at 50 passing yards, and A.J. Brown has no receiving yards right now. That's what's so cool. I can literally track my picks right here on the phone. Hopefully, I win some money. I did my power play. I did $25 to win $100. All you have to do, if you want to make your picks, is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. You're going to use that promo code CLNS for a first-time deposit of up to $100. It's so easy to use. If you want to see yourself win some real money in real time, PrizePicks is the place to go. Honestly, I was a little upset taking A.J. Brown less than, but of course I got Devonta Smith in my fantasy, so I had to shoot a little low for A.J. Brown, but I think that he could still come out on top, so we'll have to see. So far, I'm doing pretty good. I'll let you guys know if I win any money. Let me know if you guys win any money. I love the sponsor. I love this app. And speaking of the Commanders, Eagles, we have now switched back. Of course, Commanders are still on top, 7-0. Jalen Hurts did drop back, and just like we were just talking about him, A.J. Brown makes his first reception of the day for about 12 yards, I want to say. I'm no good at math, but that's just my estimate. Which is just a fantastic play. Way too much cushion right there. And Chase Young was actually about to make the tackle, but A.J. Brown said, no way, I don't want to be tackled by that guy. And he ended up just flopping down past that first down. But A.J. Brown has just been phenomenal this year right now. And we're going to go check in on the Eagles-Commanders game from none other than Chase Sr.
Left, Swift. Good block on the outside there by Olamide Zaccheaus. And the Eagles are asking for a penalty. Is it a face mask? It is! 15 yards! They're going to get the face mask on Washington. Quick design, quick throw out to DeAndre Swift. Really good block on the edge by Olamide Zaccheaus, who had that touchdown. And it was Benjamin St. Juste who caught the face mask of Swift. First down, Eagles! Type those ones.
Let's go. You can do that.
Type those ones. Ball at the 21 on the cusp of the red zone here. Hurts in the gun. Swift to his right. Zaccheaus and Smith to the right. A.J. Brown to the left. They're going to run it up the middle. Swift, patience, 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up. Fatal, Kane Angel, Monkey, Keyshawn, Adam Singleton, Monkey, fishing with Duke, on the chat. Alling, a $20 super chat. He goes on the road sign. Eagles with the ball at the 13.5. Hurts in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks left, throws right, designs screen to Swift, and he's bottled up by Jamin Davis. Really good tackle by him, and that makes this a 3rd and long. And with the field condensed here, not ideal. Cam Jurgens not able to get the seal block on him. Otherwise, Swift would have had real estate in front of him. Then the Eagles convert. They converted earlier on a 3rd and 16 to a 3rd and 9. Now it's a 3rd and 6. Hurts fakes the snap. Throw over the middle. Caught. Dallas Goedert. First down, Eagles. Ball at the 10. Took a hit up top right in the chest. Able to hang on.
There's Goddard.
Rich with another 20. Rich Bischoff. He's going on the sign. Hurts pointing out the blitzers. 1st and goal from the 9. Hands it off to Swift. Fakes left. Goes up the middle. Ball to the 5. Eagles in the BetUS Red Zone. Chatsports.com/EaglesBet. Promo code Eagles125. We'll tell you more about the free jersey deal in a little bit. What great balance by Swift there. Eagles looking to respond after a 75-yard opening drive for the Commanders. Ball at the 5. Hurts in the shotgun. Swift to his right. Closed formation. A.J. Brown in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Handoff. Swift untouched. Touchdown Eagles! And Philadelphia with the 75-yard drive of their own to answer Washington. Extra point pending. This game's going to be tied up 7-7. 75 yards right down the gut. A great combination of throwing and running. And DeAndre Swift caps it off. They run it to the side of Mailata and Dickerson. Dickerson with the great block. Swift is in for 5. Jeff G with another super chat coming in.
Tie this one up, Jake.
Jake Elliott fades it in. The kick is up. The kick is good.
All right, Chase, I'll let you have that touchdown. Looks like we got a ball game there for the Commanders, Eagle. We got a lot of ball games still to go. We got Jaguars did beat the Falcons 23-7 earlier today, but Bills Dolphins is currently tied at 7 apiece. And Broncos do have the leg up over the Bears. Broncos 7-0. Ravens also 7-0. That did happen before the Eagles had scored that touchdown. And the Bengals and Titans are scored at a field goal. Not surprising, Nick Folk has scored majority of the Titans' points this entire season. I think they scored 2 touchdowns in 4 games. Yikes. And Rams did just score. Look at Brett updating that immediately. Kyron Williams with another TD for this game. If you have him in your fantasy, good for you. 13-0. Rams are on top, about to go for that PAT right now. And there's a ton of ball games still left, ton of time. Nobody needs to panic, but of course, we do have some good games going on here right now. And speaking of the Rams and the Colts, we're watching Kyron Williams just be so shifty, just going through those gaps, absolutely dominating this game right now. Running game, going strong. Still want some Puka Nacua action, but it's not bad. I still like it. And we're still going to go around the NFL and keep you guys as updated as we can on all of the games happening right now in the noon slate for the NFL. And why don't we go check in with the Panthers and Vikings game right now? Bryce Young, now rookie QB, is still trying to make a name for himself right now. And we know we heard from Seeps a little while ago when he thought he had so much hope for the Vikings to score. But of course, a pick 6 did put the Panthers on the scoreboard right now. Bryce Young tried so hard. There's a flag on the play. Bryce Young did try to make an end zone pass that was deflected, but there is a flag on the play. I think it's going to be on the defense. I'm going to hope it's going to be on the defense for Seeps' sake because I know he needs a win here, and it was on the defense. Did you catch which call that was? Holding. That's pretty fair. All right, so Bryce Young is going to have another opportunity to put the Panthers up 14-0 against the Vikings. Still a pretty good game for the Panthers so far, and I know we're going to switch over here to the Saints game. We got Trace in the other studio right now who's giving you live play-by-play coverage of the Saints, but so far, nothing is really popping off for them right now. Saints are still up 3-0. Who do you got? Type it in the chat, Tampa Bay or New Orleans. I think that's a pretty good matchup right now. The Buccaneers did take a pretty big L to the Eagles last week, but the Saints are still looking to come back from their game as well, so go ahead and type in the comments, whoever you're watching, Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa Bay, or New Orleans. I almost said San Francisco. I'm just all over the place right now. But of course, we are taking a live look into all the games that are happening right now in the NFL. Right now, we got about a split screen looking at the Bills and the Dolphins, which is a fantastic matchup. And of course, we're going to see if the Carolina Panthers are going to be able to execute on the red zone attempt. But the Bills are also in the red zone. Can Josh Allen go ahead and get above the Miami Dolphins right now, the undefeated Miami Dolphins? Something happened. They're calling the play to tell them to stop. But we are going to go check back in with the Panthers and Vikings right now, who did just try to make a touchdown attempt. But, of course, they were stopped. About 3 to 4 yards to go. So close. Can Bryce Young make that closeout? So far, so good with Bryce Young being the rookie QB right here. Now, Steelers-Texans is a pretty interesting game that is happening right now. But Kenny Pickett did just throw an interception so far down the field, and they're actually running it back right now. Is he going to get tackled? He does. He gets sideswiped, and he is making that celebration with his teammates right now. Nelson was the defender for the Texans who did make that interception. Kenny Pickett, you're trying, bud, and we see it. Just try a little harder. You got it. Such a good game, though, so far. And, of course, the Panthers still have not executed in the red zone right now. Oh, actually, it was a pretty late hit on Bryce Young, the ball was completely dead, and Hicks came up and hit Bryce Young right after that whistle. So we're going to actually move the ball right now. That's an interesting call. So they had a late hit for the Vikings, but I guess it was already a dead play because there was a false start by the Panthers, so now they're actually moving farther away from the end zone. That was a pretty finicky play. Somebody just didn't hear the whistle, so that's got to do better on that part. You don't want to hurt the quarterback that way. But we are switching back and forth all around the NFL right now to bring you guys the most updated scoreboard that we can possible. Go ahead and type in the chat who you are rooting for today. Whatever team you are, I would probably type in a nice little WAS for the Washington Commanders. That is my team. Yes, I know it is pretty unfortunate with the way our season has been going, but we'll see what happens. But I do think the Bears do have some life in them. DJ Moore just scored a touchdown for the Bears. Harrison is our Chicago Bears guy here at Chat Sports, and I can almost hear him all the way down the hall. I know he's excited for this. The Bears have had a pretty rough start, but we are thankful they have now made this a tie game, 7-7. Well, 6-7. We're going to see if they can make that PAT to make that Broncos-Bears game to be tied. So far, so good around the league. We got a lot of high-scoring games right now, and I'm really, I'm interested. I'm going to see how all this plays out right now. I've got a lot of players in my fantasy that I would like to see actually do their thing. We're going to go on ahead and check in with the Bills-Dolphins. Once again, one of my favorite matchups of today's game. We got Reap, who's on the game right now with the Dolphins, and we know he is super excited, ready to go. Josh Allen does hand it off. Can he push it through to the end zone? Bills fans are saying yes. Bills players are saying touchdown. We're waiting for that official call. Is it a touchdown? Please give me the signal so I can put my hands down. It looks like they're celebrating like a touchdown, and we're going to go Bills touchdown. James Cook to put them above the Dolphins 13-7. This is turning out to be a game I did not expect to have the Bills on top this early. I'm going to be honest. I was Dolphins all the way. If I took that money line, I would definitely put the Dolphins over. But the Bills offense is showing out right now. James Cook is having himself a day. Josh Allen with a little extra push right there. Saw James needed some help, and we love to see the QBs doing their job. So, Bills, Dolphins. Bills have now taken the lead, and we are currently updating the scoreboard all across the NFL, keeping you guys up to date, and we are going to check in periodically with some of our chat sports channels that we've got on right now. Oh, and the Browns are, oh my goodness, that was just a messy play all around. The Browns running back you learn this in Pee Wee football. You go north to south, not east to west, buddy. And the Browns running back was honestly doing every direction he possibly could. His compass was going crazy. He was running all around in the backfield right now. But we're going to go check in with Petey in the Browns. He'll give you more updates.
Run. Oh my goodness, he pitches it out of bounds looking for Harrison Bryant. There is a flag though. DTR is trying to be a hero, pitch it to Harrison Bryant. Lucky for him, that pitch goes out of bounds. I think this might be a late hit against DTR, which Sam, oddly enough, would be a first down and would be a huge lifesaver for the Browns. Let's see what the officials rule, though. Long discussion. They might pick this up. Oh, never mind. Illegal forward pass. Loss of down. This has been a disaster of a red zone experience for the Browns. You have Elijah Moore running backwards 20 yards. You have DTR trying to flip it backwards. It ultimately goes forward for a penalty and a loss of down. And now the Browns would be lucky just to get 3 points away from this red zone trip. 3rd and 31. Try to get 10 yards and take your 3 points. DTR. Throwing, caught, Jerome Ford, gain of 5. So 4th and 26 coming up after 2 meltdowns. And Hopkins is going to come on for a relatively long field goal. Unreal.
That fell apart.
I mean, I've never seen such a meltdown in the red zone. If he doesn't pitch it, it's like 4th and 19 right now instead, or 4th and 15. So a 53-yarder is good. Hopkins makes a 53-yarder to get the Browns on the board. But man, oh man, did DTR have some wild plays on that last drive. All right, we're going to get some shout-outs here. We got 3s coming in from Mitchell, excuse me. I mean, the DTR experience so far is a bit...
Hang in there, Petey. I know. We're on the board now, 7-3. The Browns did just kick a field goal to get themselves on the board. Still a lot of ball to play, but Petey's always great, giving you the most up-to-date coverage on the Browns. He's a big Browns fan. If I'm listening to anybody about the Browns, I'm going to head over to Petey's channel. One of the greats here at Chat Sports. And of course, once again, we are going all around the NFL right now, looking at the scoreboard, updating the scoreboard, getting you guys the most up-to-date information on all the noon slate games in the NFL right now. We are going to take a live look in at the Steelers and Texans. The Texans are currently on top 7-0. Not bad for CJ Stroud, who actually scored the only touchdown of this game so far. I think he's making a great name for himself right now. And he tried to make a pass, and it was almost interception around the 15-yard line for the Texans, but they're going to try to get out more on top here against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Once again, it is 7-0. Who do you guys got? Steelers and Houston. I think that's a pretty interesting matchup right now. Of course, we do have Jack Sperry, who's our Steelers guy here at Chat Sports. He's always keeping you guys up to date on the game right now, but Houston's do need to make a name for themselves. I would love to see the Texans come out on top in this one. Only one game on this year, and I know they've got a lot to build up on. They've definitely got to redeem themselves this season. So CJ Stroud is going to be in the backfield right now. He's going to hand it off to Dameon Pierce, who's going to break through a couple of tackles. But once again, he is ultimately tackled. 3rd down and probably a hefty amount of yards. Oh, 3rd and 6. Not bad. I thought it was a lot more than that. 3rd and 6. Can they execute here on the 3rd down play? I don't know what their 3rd down conversion is right now, but they do need to score one more touchdown. They're so close. Can they actually make it happen? I've been pretty impressed with CJ Stroud. I, once again, tried to get him in my fantasy. So, Jack, if you're watching this, please give me CJ Stroud. I need a quarterback, and I'm pretty impressed by him right now. We're still taking a live look at a bunch of games that are happening around the NFL right now. There's currently a flag down for Los Angeles Rams in the Colts game. The Rams are currently on top, 14-0 against the Colts, which is not surprising. I think the Rams have had a great start to their season. Yes, I believe they are 1-2, but I've seen a solid performance. Everybody wrote them off when Cooper Kupp went down. This isn't going to be the year. I told you from day one, Puka Nacua has got something to show. Kyren Williams is definitely the guy I would have gone with over Cam Akers. If I'm wrong, let me know if you liked Cam Akers more than Kyren Williams. But now, he's with the Minnesota Vikings, so the Rams fans don't have to worry about him. But can the Rams actually put more points on the board? Matthew Stafford, of course, is going to try here right now. About 1st and 20 in the Rams game. Rams game. They showed Sean McVay there just for a quick seconds, counting down the clock. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. 3 seconds left on the clock. And Matthew Stafford is not going to get the job done at the end of the first quarter. We're going into the second quarter for the Rams game on top, 14-0. We got to check in with my Washington Commanders, who are about to... Oh my gosh. All right, Brian Robinson Jr. was this close to scoring a touchdown, and he loses the ball. It is currently a dog pile right now. We're not sure who has the ball right now. I do see Brian Robinson did land on it. Some Eagles players are also down there. They are scuffling. They are trying to get this ball. This is the most Commanders thing ever to drop the ball in the end zone. Scary Terry. I freaking love you. Scary Terry comes up with the ball. Commanders do have another shot to score a touchdown. Y'all, I need my blood pressure checked after every Sunday when I watch the Commanders game. This is, great defense by the Eagles. I can't see who actually popped the ball out. That's not Brian Robinson Jr.'s fault. He did have pretty good ball security. He tried to lift the ball over to kind of backspin into the end zone, but the ball did get popped out right there. Did he actually break the plane? No. He got the ball popped out right about the 1 yard line. Touchdown, the fumble recovery. That's what we like to see. Scary Terry comes out on top. Fantastic defense by the Eagles, but ultimately, Scary Terry always seems to pull through. 13-7, Commanders are currently up, going for that PAT right now. Once again, my prize picks are going crazy right now. This is why this is the game that I tried to do my prize picks for. I love a good NFC matchup. So, can the Commanders keep this lead going? We will check in. Go on ahead and type in the comments, Washington or Philly. While you are at it, we're going to be taking a look around the league right now. Just comment. Comment your team. Let me know who you guys are watching right now. Currently on the scoreboard, we do have still 3-3 Texans, Titans, and Bengals. There is a flag on the play, but we're going to go check in with the Vikings and Panthers right now. Poor Seeps, man. Vikings are still losing. Let's see what Seeps has to say.
It's the red zone play calling. That's where Kevin O'Connell has struggled throughout his short play calling career here in the league. Cousins going to be under center. They're going to go play action again. He's going to take the check down to Hawkinson. Hawkinson gets pushed out of bounds by a corner. I don't think TJ Hawkinson's put his head down and hit a dude yet this year. That is the difference between guys like Kittle, Kelsey, and like Mark Andrews and Hawk. Hawk is the only one. He's a softer tight end. Like, let's call it how it is. He is a softer tight end. I'm watching this play right now. Right there. He should have put his head into Jeremy Chinn's chest and ran over him. Good play. Hawkinson looks the part of a tight end. 6'6", moves well. I don't know, though. Cousins going play action. Steps up, strike over the middle of the field. Find who else? Justin Jefferson. Type those 18s all the way down to the 12-yard line. He's pointing those ones. Let's go. It's just too easy for him at this point. It's just too easy for him. Luke saying Hockenson is good. Yes, he is. He is a good football player. He's by no means great. He is by no means great. And he's the highest paid tight end. So, over 1,000 people watching. Type those 18s. Punch it in here for that hundo. Adam Schmidt said he's sending in 100 if the Vikings score. Vikings, get it together. Ball on the 13. Here we go. Handoff, Akers. Akers running hard on this drive. Keeps the legs moving for a solid 9 yards. Let's go, Cam Akers. Let's go, Cam Akers. Got to plug this in here. Akers W. I agree. Shout out to Cam Akers. Running hard. Running hard. Fresh legs. Fresh juice. Madison might be RB4 for me. I'm not going to lie. Madison might be RB4. Akers already has 3 rushes for 23 yards. Akers saves the day. Oh, Twisted wants to get on the board. I think Adam's going to do it. Kirk fumbles the snap. Cousins just fumbled the snap on 2nd and 2. He picked it back up. We're good. This is just incredible. What is going on? Dude, this is insane. The Vikings, like, there's psychological issues in this football team. God damn, man. Kevin O'Connell running on the field. He's going to burn a timeout with 9 minutes left in the freaking second quarter. Dude, this team is very frustrating. This team is very frustrating. Team is very frustrated. All right, so it's going to be about 3rd and 1 from about the Panthers' 5-yard line. That's the situation here in Carolina.
Poor Seeps, man. He does a good job, but that is just, it's been a tough season so far for the Vikings right now. Can they get their first win of the season? So far, not looking very good. Big fat goose egg on the scoreboard, but Seeps does a good job of trying to make Vikings fans feel a little bit better. If you are a Vikings fans, go on ahead and show Sheep some love on his channel right now. We all know he can use it, but there is still some good games going on right now. We are going to swing back over and check in with Jake Riepma, who is covering the Dolphins game right now. Dolphins are currently losing 7-14 on a surprising turn of events. So, Riepma, what is going on with the Dolphins game?
We got a first-time super chatter, and what a time for it on 3rd down and 8. We appreciate the support, the super chat from Go Fins. And after this play, we'll get the full details. But 3rd down and 8. Tua over the middle. He's got Berrios. First down at the 10-yard line. Braxton Berrios hauls it in. And the Dolphins have 1st and goal into the PrizePicks red zone. Use that code CLNS for a $100 deposit match. Look at this throw from Tua. Right on the money. And a nice job by Berrios to reel it in. All right, 1st and goal. It's a little jet sweep. Touchdown. Devon Achane on the jet sweep. He's in. I look down for 1 second, and that's how fast he is. He scores. It's a touchdown for Devon Achane. He's rushed the ball twice, and he's got 2 touchdowns. He is so...
Obviously, Rima's very excited about his Dolphins and Devon Achane, I believe is how you say it. But while Rima was talking a lot of things that happened around the rest of the NFL, the Bears scored another touchdown. Could this be the game? The Bears finally make their redemption. We shall see. Bears are up over the Broncos 14-7. There was also some other scores that happened around the league. Who else scored while we were watching that? I know somebody else did. Oh, just the Vikings. Yes, Justin Jefferson. Why did I even think of that? Seeps is probably going crazy right now. The Vikings are now back in this ball game. Panthers are up 10-7 against the Vikings. Justin Jefferson. Who else? Who else is going to score that touchdown? Was just waiting for the reception in the end zone to put them on the board. And of course, we do always check in with our people around Chat Sports. So we're going to check in with Seeps later. We'll check back in with Reetma. Maybe even check in with Harrison and the Bears, because it looks like that's actually a ball game for the first time this season for the Chicago Bears. But as always, I'm going to go to my home team right now, the Washington Commanders and the Eagles. Commanders are still on top, 14-7. They just tried to get a 4th and 1, and I think they just got stopped. Oh, wait, there's a flag. There's so much happening right now. Tell you what, if I'm going for 4th and 1, I want Chase Young on my team pushing that guy forward. Let's see if...
And Eagles fans will tell you they want Jalen Hurts.
I mean, there you go. It could be either or. Oh, some choppy words are being exchanged from A.J. Brown. I can't see who he's talking to on the Commanders, but I don't blame him. Little rivalry game. Can't hurt. Can't hurt unless there's a flag that it does actually hurt your team. Let's see what this is. Offsides. Come on. All right. Well, we'll check back in with the Commanders, Eagles there so shortly. I think that's a pretty good ball game. It's not what I thought was going to happen. Not the way the Commanders got blown out last game against the Buffalo Bills, who are now currently making a name for themselves against the Dolphins. But we are still looking around the NFL right now. We're going to switch on over to the Titans and the Bengals, currently tied all at 3, but they are currently making some progress right now. The Titans did just try to get a first down, and he got clipped trying to jump over him right there by the legs and did not get that first down, so it's going to be Bengals ball when we do go back and check in on the subparly healthy Joe Burrow. Is subparly a word?
Hey, by the way, so that offsides in Commanders-Eagles was offensive offsides.
Was it?
It was. So it's now 4th and 6. Commies get the ball back.
I
said it.
Oh, my God. Brett's riding this commie's nickname till it goes down. All right, well, Commanders, 4th and 6. Are they going to convert? Do we ever know? All right, let's see. 4th and 6, Jalen Hurts right there, and he's... Nope. Oh, my gosh. Did you see Chase Young? He's absolutely jumping the dog pile in that replay right there. All right, well, let's see if they can actually convert it right now. I was about to say, are they pushing this thing again? Okay, amazing. Well, we will check back in with Commanders Eagles here in just 1 second. Still 14-7 as a Commanders fan. We're loving it. We are absolutely loving it. We are checking in all day long about the NFL games right now. We're updating our scoreboard. The minute that it happens, we've got it right here to my right. And periodically, we'll be checking in with some of our Chat Sports fans around the league. So far, we want you guys to really help out this channel. We love putting out content for you guys all the time. We want you guys to be constantly in the know. We're always in the know, and we're always updating you with news and rumors. So help us out. Retweet our pinned tweet on Chat Sports. That is my task for you. Twitter is my favorite app to use right now in terms of social media, at Chat Sports. Go on ahead, follow us while you're at it. We won't be greedy, but if you could retweet our pinned tweet, get our name out there and help other people join in on this awesome watch party. I'm going to be here for the next couple of hours. Brett's going to be here for the next couple of hours. We are constantly going to be updating you. I would want to be nowhere else right now. Not even my couch with a nice cold beer. No, this is where I want to be, talking to you guys. I want to hear where you guys are from. I want to hear you guys are rooting for, and I want you guys to show us some love on Twitter. At Chat Sports, we post some pretty fun stuff. And, of course, we are still looking around the NFL right now at all the leagues. Who do you guys want to see? Let us know. What game you guys want us to break down right here? I've got all the time in the world. I think the most interesting game right now is, of course, going to be the Dolphins and the Bills, which is now currently tied at 14 all. We do have Reetma who's on the call in the Dolphins. I know he is working his butt off right now to get you all that coverage. But that is a pretty interesting matchup. I did not see the Bills. I guess they got a lot of confidence from last week after absolutely destroying the Commies. Still don't love that nickname, but we're going to ride with it. And, of course, some underdogs like the Bears are now coming out on top. And, of course, we have the Vikings who are now currently in the game. Can those teams get their first win of the season? A lot of good storylines on this Week 4 NFL Sunday recap. We are going all the way around the NFL, bringing you updated scores as much as we can. And, of course, the Vikings and the Panthers are a pretty interesting matchup. Did not think I was going to say that at all today, being down 7-10 by the Panthers, or the Panthers are up 10-7, whichever way you want to say it. Always that way. I'm sorry, Brett. Brett is my boss. Whatever he says is correct. So we say 10-7 Panthers. Who do you guys have? Minnesota Vikings or Carolina Panthers? We know that Seeps is trying so hard to get that fan base up, and he's really trying for the Vikings fans right now. Of course, Justin Jefferson did score the only touchdown of the day. If you have him in fantasy, go on ahead. Give yourself a pat on the back. He's always an immediate start. He's always a first-round draft pick. You got to have him. He's doing great for the Vikings. And we are taking a live look all the way around the NFL right now. Bills-Dolphins game is getting a little bit feisty. Steffon Diggs just tried to make a very amazing catch, and it was a pass interception on pass interference. What did I just say? Pass interception? Jeez Louise, I need to go to bed at some point. Pass interference on the Dolphins, so the Bills will get to retry that play. We'll see if they are going to take the lead here. About 12 minutes left in the second quarter right now. We got Josh Allen in the shotgun. He's got James Cook right there by his side. He's going to dish it out to the right side. Is he going to get a first down? He does. He pushes forward, and the Bills now do have a first down. Moving those chains on this game. Who do you guys got? Buffalo Bills or the Miami Dolphins? If Reitman was here, he would, of course, say the Dolphins, but I think in this game, I'm going to go with the Bills. I don't know how Brett feels, but the Bills are pushing the chains down the field right now. We, of course, are going to check in with Reitman throughout the day to see how he is doing and his Dolphins. I know he wears lays throughout the game to really show his love for the Miami Dolphins. So far, so good in his little bubble right here. We do have Josh Allen, who is currently there in the red zone. That was so quick. The Bills just moved those chains like none other. He hands it off to James Cook. He breaks through about down at the 5-yard line. I think they score here. I 100% do. I think this game is moving so fast. I have so much faith in the Bills offense right now. Can Josh Allen get it done?
Josh Allen, 10 of 10, 105 yards already in this game. This is going to be an up and down one. I mean, I don't know what the over-under was to start, but you're thinking 40 points to try and win this game.
Oh, 100%. I mean, considering what the Dolphins did last week and an astronomical number that they put up, anybody playing the Dolphins is going to have a high-scoring game, so you got to be able to compete right there. Josh Allen does throw it over. Oh, so close, no good. Steffon Diggs was so close to that pass. God, the defense is just on him like white on rice. He tried to overextend here to catch it a little bit over the top, but ultimately it just wasn't the pass that was going to get the touchdown. We, of course, are going to be bringing you guys updates on this Bills-Dolphins game. I want you guys to spam my chat right now. Buffalo Bills or Miami Dolphins? Oh, absolutely. I think this is the most important game that's going on right now, in my opinion. Can they score right here? Josh Allen with the snap, hands it off, and they break through tackles. So close. Down at about the 1-yard line. Oh, they're scrambling for something. It may have been a ball popped out, but we're going to have to check back in and see if that was. But if it was a fumble, that is a very, very bad play. But they are currently reviewing the play right now. There's a flag down on the field. As of right now, the ball is sitting at the 1-yard line. And the referees are now trying to determine. They're talking in the zebra huddle right now. We're going to see what that flag was in just 1 second. This could be definitely make or break for the Bills, who are trying to score right now in the red zone, about on the 1-yard line. And the referee is about to give us this flag call. Once, of course, he talks to his buddies. Obviously, there is some miscommunication going on. I love when players huddle around the referees, and they're like, what's going on? Can I give you my opinion? As if that's going to change their minds, but they're in a legal formation on the offense. That's going to bite the bullet for the Buffalo Bills. That's tough because now you're going to go back a few yards and you were so close. But and the good news is that they were actually moving the ball pretty well on the run game right there. So I think they can do it again, but you never want to make an error right there. You never want to make an error right there. Edwards, the lineman, is now banging on his chest, blaming himself, and he is not happy about what just happened on offense. So now they are 2nd and goal, about on the 11-yard line right now for the Buffalo Bills. Can they score right here? Type Buffalo in the chat if you want to see the Buffalo Bills score right here and take the lead over the Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen with the snap. He's in the shotgun. He rolls out. He rolls through. Can he throw it? Touchdown! Steffon Diggs! All right, we got a ball game here. Steffon Diggs with the beautiful touchdown. And, of course, the even better celebration. Buffalo Bills going to celebrate with their fans in the stands. Wow. Buffalo Bills take the lead 20-14. Did he just stone cold Steve Austin that?
I think he did. I saw a lot of beer spraying.
I mean, if I see beer spray, I'm saying stone cold Steve Austin. That just wins. I don't want to see replay of the touchdown. I want to see replay of the celebration because that was pretty nasty.
Good stuff by Allen there on the rollout. Kind of stepped up in the pocket, acted as if he's going to run, finds Diggs.
Just playmaker. I love Diggs and Allen. I know they've had a little bit of beef this past season about whether or not they're going to execute, but fantastic play from Diggs to Allen. And Bills are up 20-14. We'll see if they make the PAT in just 1 second. We are still rolling around the NFL right here, checking on scores, doing live look-ins at all the shows, all the games right now on NFL Redzone for the noon slate. And we are going to check back in with the Bears and the Broncos. Bears are still up 14-7. So far, doing pretty good. Oh, it's a run, a breakthrough. Oh, taken down about the 40-yard line for the Bears. So Herbert's having a day. He is having a day. He's got 4 rushing yards for 32 yards so far. Not bad. Not bad. Putting the Bears on the board. That's what we like to see. Once again, we are going around the league right now. The Buccaneers are in the red zone right now. Baker Mayfield rolls out. He's going to do a quarterback keep. No, he dishes it away. So close. Now they're down to 2nd and goal. We're going to see if the Buccaneers can score their first touchdown of the day. I know they did take an unfortunate loss last week to the Eagles. But we're going to check back in with the Bucs and the Saints, see if they can get a touchdown in just 1 second. All right, it's Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. Hands it off. Oh, immediately stopped. Immediately stopped. Wow. Big time stop by the Saints defense. Oh my gosh. If you are in the chat right now, if you are a New Orleans fans, please show your New Orleans Saints some love. If you're not, then give your Bucs some love as well. TB or NO in the chat, let me know who you guys are rooting for. That was a big time stop by the Saints defense. A gain of no yards in the red zone. I do believe the Bucs are now 3rd and goal, trying to get their first touchdown of the day. Baker Mayfield is now in the backfield, getting ready to take this snap. Keep typing in those comments who you got. Baker Mayfield's back, drops back, he's being pressured, and he's about to be, oh my gosh, just dumps it, absolutely dumps it over the middle. A touchdown by the Buccaneers by Auden, Cade Auden. Wow. That was just that was absolutely adrenaline. Just Baker Mayfield quickly was getting pressured immensely by the Saints D-line, and he just drops it over the middle. Bucs are now on the board, 6-3. Wow, just a smart quarterback move. He just saw a guy just standing there ready to take one step back and make that touchdown. Not bad by Baker. Oh, but I will tell you, Baker took a horrible hit. Wow, he got tackled by Cameron Jordan, and then he got double-teamed by another linebacker. Baker Mayfield was already down getting tackled, and he gets hit again, and you just see his legs absolutely collapse over the defender's legs. Baker Mayfield is now currently on the bench. He's not in the tent. He's not talking to any personnel, so I will keep you updated on whether Baker Mayfield is good. I think he just got banged up, but if that was me, he's better than me because I would be out. Now we're going to go to Bears with Harrison Graham.
11-11 for 182 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I mean, it's clinical. It's absolutely clinical.
This is the best I've ever seen him play.
2nd and 5, I formation here. Fields, fake toss, rolling to the left. Fields,
Oh boy.
incomplete.
Flag!
Yep,
Yeah! First down!
I'll tell you what.
Bears!
You know Fields is feeling himself when he tries to fit that one in there.
Yeah.
Usually he's hesitant to throw into tight windows. It's absolutely a penalty.
that was ridiculous.
I mean, the guy just clotheslined him. Kareem Jackson. I mean, what are you doing?
I mean, that was maybe the most egregious PI since Nikel Roby-Coleman in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, at least this one got called. 1st and goal. Let's get Fields on the edge. Let's run one in with Fields. Let's go. Vance Joseph is just searching for answers. Where's
There is
Sergio
no
Dip when
answers.
where's Sergio Dip when you need him? 1st and goal at the 3, I formation. Fields. Play action, boot to the right. Get the edge, Justin.
Go,
run it
run
in,
it,
Justin.
run it.
Oh, he throws it last second.
Oh!
Touchdown! Cole Kmet! Boom! What a a savvy play by Justin Fields.
Where is
Oh,
this
there's
team
a flag.
Oh.
What's the flag?
Did we blow our load? Did we blow our load?
He did not cross the line of scrimmage, if that's what they're going to say.
Bad call if it is.
Come on, man. Figure it out, Zebras. They're still talking it over. No foul on the play.
Let's go.
Let's
go
Bears.
Let's.
It's been so long since I've seen a smile on Harrison's face, and he definitely deserves it right now. Bears are now on top, 20-7. Cole Kmet with the second touchdown of the day. Bears fans deserve to celebrate. If you're a Bears fan, go ahead and type in the comment how excited you are about this lead that you have right now. But if you're not a Bears fan, don't worry, because there are other touchdowns that were scored during that game. The Titans are now taking the lead against Joe Burrow and the Bengals, 10-3. Titans are on. We are also live on Titans right now. Go ahead and check out that channel. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Like it. Who do you guys got in this game, Cincinnati or Tennessee? It's such a good matchup because you've got Joe Burrow, who's been banged up a little bit, but he's still got one of the top 2 receivers in the league right now. But of course, I can't go against King Henry. Derrick Henry is my guy, always will be, but he's had a slow start to the season so far. Will this be the game that he actually finally gets his rushing yards under his belt? Check out our Titans channel, guys. We're talking about him all the time. Petey is also our Titans guy. He does a great job right now. We're constantly updating you with news and rumors and games like this way, because 10-3 is a pretty good score for the Titans to be over on the Bengals, even though Joe Burrow may not be 100%. But that's just like a little asterisk right there. We're going to say Titans are still on top, 10-3. And of course, we're taking a live look around the NFL right now. We're going to take a quick, swift look to the Vikings and the Panthers. The Vikings are trying to get their first win of the season right now, still losing to the Panthers 10-7. Still taking a look around the NFL right now. We're going to be checking in with people like Harrison, people like Reetma, and Seeps, who may still have a little bit of life left in his eyes with the Vikings now on the board right now. But of course, let's go ahead and switch it on over to the Texans and Steelers game. I think it's pretty interesting. The Texans are on top 13-0 right now. So far, the passing leaders in today's game, they do lead with Trevor Lawrence, who played earlier in London, 207 yards on the day. Desmond Ridder, not that good. But we're talking about Alexander Mattison with the Vikings, 56 yards. He's a second rushing leader of the day, which is crazy because he hasn't done that much damage for me in fantasy this year. So I'm glad to see that he is actually making some rushing yards today. But now they do have Cam Akers in the Vikings backfield. So who's to know if Mattison will still get more reps throughout the game. We always going to do a live look around the NFL, so let's go ahead and switch on over to the NFC East matchup that's going on right now. Commanders and Eagles. My team, the Commanders, are so far on top, 14-7. Who do you guys got in the chat? Go ahead and type Philly or Washington. Let me know who your team is. I'm going to type a big fat WAS in those comments. It's a great time for me to talk to you guys about my picks that I have today in PrizePicks. It's our sponsor here at Chat Sports. They're a fantastic sponsor, and they're an even better app. All you have to do for PrizePicks is pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. And my PrizePicks for today, I did take A.J. Brown to have less than 73.5 receiving yards, Brian Robinson Jr. to have more rushing yards, and Sam Howell to have less than 211.5 yards. And like I said, guys, I am watching this happen in real time. Let me just go ahead and refresh my app right now. I'll let you know if I'm going to win this money. So far, Sam Howell was a tough pick for me. Honestly, he's at 158 passing yards right now. I picked him to have less than 211. And the best part is they let you know in real time what their yards and their stats are, so I can keep it up to date right here, which is so easy. You don't have to go to all these different apps. PrizePicks has it all right now. So far, so good. I am still on the track. I put in $25 to win $100. All you have to do if you want to make your picks for this game or any game that's on the slate right now is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use promo code CLNS, and you can win a deposit matchup of up to $100. Watch yourself win some real money in real time. I'll let you guys know if I win some real money. Maybe I'll buy the office, some dinner tonight or something if I win $100. Who knows? Don't hold me to it, though. All right, once again, we are taking a live look around the NFL, periodically popping in with our Chat Sports channel to see what they're talking about for their home teams. But the Commanders and Eagles are on my mind right now. This is where I want to see So far, the Commanders do have the ball right now. It's 1st and 10, about 3 minutes left in the second quarter. I like the Commanders having the lead heading into halftime. That's not something we get to say pretty often. But if they can execute and actually finish the game with the lead, then that's all that matters. So far, there is a little bit of confusion on the field right now. Sam Howell, though, has had himself a day. Like I said, PrizePicks was updating me on his yards, so I already knew. He had 158 yards in the day so far, but 11 for 15 completions is not bad. He did hand the ball off to Brian Robinson Jr., who did make a few yards of a gain, but so far not enough. I'm going to say they are about 2nd and 6 now left in that game. Oh my gosh. Do you know who made an appearance? Not only is Donna Kelsey at the game, but Jake from State Farm is sitting next to Donna Kelsey. That would be a crazy commercial to have those two in the same one. I love Jake from State Farm.
Who's to say that's not in the works?
That's probably why he's there. They are now become best friends. I want Donna Kelsey to be my mom. I'm sorry, Lisa. You're a great mom, but Donna Kelsey just gives you that.
Donna Kelsey is like a celeb now.
She
She's
is.
hanging out with Taylor Swift.
100%.
Now Jake from State Farm.
I mean, come on.
And she's got like a great podcast of herself, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I need to watch it if she does, or listen to it. My gosh. Yeah, no, I am definitely on the Kelsey train, and I mean Donna Kelsey. That's my player that I pick. I want to hang out with Taylor Swift and Jake from State Farm. But like I said, we're going to be popping into games all around the league, and I don't want to go away from Commanders-Eagles now, knowing that Donna Kelsey is there. That's the biggest celebrity at any game I've seen this entire season. But so far, they're about 3rd and 8. The Commanders are now on. There's some confusion on the field, or is it a timeout? Yeah. Who knows with the Commanders, to be honest. But we're going to go ahead and check in with the Browns and the Ravens. Haven't touched on them in just a little while, but right now the Ravens are winning 7-3. The Browns did get a field goal up just a little while ago. And we are actually going to go check in with Tyler Jones, who has all the update information on the Ravens.
On Ravens, let's get a touchdown right now. See what the Ravens can do to deliver. 2nd and goal. 4:30 to play in the half. Ball at the 2-yard line. Lamar going to keep it himself. Follows a blocker. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Flagged out. Let's see what the flag is. Offsides defense. Touchdown holds. Spam TD. Spam TD. The Ravens get on the board. They extend the lead. There we go. That's how it's done. That's what we wanted to see. The Ravens deliver a touchdown score and extend the lead by 2 scores. Lamar Jackson takes it to the house for 6. Justin Tucker on for the point after try. Extra point.
Teacher said it best, a 2-score lead. We love to see it. Tyler Jones is great providing us all the Ravens updates, and we love his energy, and this is a game he needs to be excited for. Ravens are now on top 13-3 against Myles Garrett and the Browns. Like we said, we are looking at NFL scores around the league today, all the noon slates, and like you just saw, Tyler Jones, we call him Teacher around here on The Office. We always check in with our other chat sports channels, so go on ahead and show them some love if you want to see directly those Ravens games. Tyler Jones brings you all that information. But of course, we do have a Titans channel here at Chat Sports, which we are currently live on right now. Titans, Bengals. Titans do have the lead 10-3. Type Cincinnati or Tennessee in the chat. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I think this game is a pretty solid matchup considering the injury for Joe Burrow. And of course, the Titans are still looking to redeem themselves from that ugly loss last week. 27-3. Nick Folk has been giving the Titans all of their offensive points. Gotta do better. Gotta do better, Titans. But like I said, there are a lot of good games going on right now. Texans and Steelers, 13-0. Did not see the Texans to be on top, and the Steelers have a goose egg, I'll be honest. Buccaneers did just recently score their first touchdown of the game, 7-3. Bucks are leading the Saints. My Commanders, 14-7, are beating the Eagles. And the Vikings are still losing. Panthers are on top, 10-7. Oh, and I will bite my tongue. The King, Derrick Henry has put the Titans up with an even bigger lead. The Titans are now beating the Bengals 16-3. I needed that from Derrick Henry. Not even for fantasy purposes. He just needed to finally score a touchdown. He has just been lackluster all 3 games. This is what I wanted to see from Derrick Henry. Just immediately shoves through so many tackles. God, he is a bowling ball of a human. I would never in my life want to be in Derrick Henry's way. Easy money, probably about a 25-yard touchdown. Good for Derrick Henry. Titans are on top. Speaking of being on top, the Rams are absolutely dominating the Colts 20-0. There is a flag on the play right now, so they're going to get back to resume their play in just a few minutes. But like I said, we are talking about multiple games, including the Commanders and the Eagles. Sam Howell and the Commanders are in the red zone. Sam Howell drops back, but he gets tripped up. God, that's just the most Commanders quarterback thing I've ever seen. He gets tripped up, doesn't make a play, and there is a loss of yards. But they are still in the red zone, which is saying a lot against a very, very good Eagles defense. We're going to check back in to see how Sam Howell does in that red zone. But while we're at it, go on ahead and let me know if this is the team that you guys are looking at today. Washington, Eagles. I love a good NFC matchup like this so early in the season. Normally, I have to wait until Thanksgiving before I want to get my fix of that NFC East matchup between the Cowboys and the Commanders. So we like it. I like it so far. We're going to take a quick swing on over to the Rams, who I said about 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the second quarter, and the Colts kicker, Matt Gay, is now on the screen, about to put the Colts on the board. Hopefully, he is the first player in NFL history with 4 field goals of 50-plus yards in a single game. Wow, keep that stat in your mind next fantasy. And the kick is up, and it is no good! I just talked you up, Matt Gay. So hype, and you missed it. Wide right, and the Colts are not on the board. That goose egg is still there. A fat 20-0. Matt Gay did just miss the kick. But it's not looking that much better for the Commanders. My God. Okay, Antonio Gibson did take the handoff from Sam Howell, fumbled it on the ground, recovered it, kept running, and still no touchdown. 3rd and goal. What is that? What kind of offense is that? That's just messy, in my opinion. But Commanders' wins are never clean, so if we're going to do it, might as well make a few faults while we're at it. But Commanders are still in the red zone. 3rd and goal right now. 1 minute and 48 left in the second quarter. About 14 seconds left on the snap clock. Can they get it done? Can we score here? Spam those comments for Washington Commanders. You can even write whatever you want in there for your Commanders nickname. I know Brett loving the commies right now. Sam Howell in the shotgun takes a snap, passes it over the middle. He connects with, let's see who his receiver is to see him make that play. But regardless, 4th and goal for the Commanders. Think they go for it here? We'll have to see. I don't see the kick team out just yet. We're going to see if the Commanders do actually go for a field goal or if they do want to try and get that first down. I believe they should be about 4 and 2, maybe? It seemed like very close. That was a fantastic pass from Sam Howell. Over the top. Guy that was already in coverage. Like to see it. Like to see it from the old Tar Heel. Can they execute right here? We're going to keep it right here with the Commanders Eagles. Let you guys know if they did. Actually, Brett is on top of it. They did score a field goal. I'll take it. I'd rather take 17 to 7. Did they not win? Did they not do a field goal? Okay, perfect. And they did a field goal. 17 to 7. Commanders are still up. I'm going to go with a field goal on that with the Commanders and their messy offense. I'm not going to go with a touchdown here. But the field goal from Joey Sly, 82.3% field goal percentage. Not bad. I know the Commanders do kick a lot of PATs and field goals, so we love to see it. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Commanders on top, 17 to 7, about to go into the half. About 1 minute and 39 left in that game before halftime. But, of course, we are checking on multiple games here in the NFL. And we haven't checked in on the game of today, in my opinion. Bills and Dolphins. The Bills are on top, 21 to 14. What's going on, Dolphins? What is going on? You just dropped like 70 points, I think, last week, and now you're losing to the Bills. No disrespect to the Bills. Great organization. But Miami Dolphins are going to try to score here again. Let's go on ahead and check in with Jake Riepma. He's going to give you the play-by-play action of his Miami Dolphins.
Showing the replay, we'll see if anything happened to Armstead. got shoved down a little bit. Tua took a hit as well. Oh, yeah. Armstead's walking off. One of the members of the athletic training staff has his helmet. And he is moving gingerly. 4th and 2 for the Dolphins. And we know this Dolphins offensive line is a little bit beat up with Connor Williams already out today. So Armstead will be another big loss. Fair catch called for and made. And a flag comes in. Deontay Hardy, the punt returner, took quite the shot, but he was blocked into.
All right, well, that was Jake Remo with the Dolphins. We're checking in with him periodically to see how his Miami Dolphins are doing against the Buffalo Bills. So far, 21-14. Bills are on top. We are going to swing on over now. We want to check in on that Commanders-Eagles game. It's turning out to be a little bit better of a ball game than I even predicted, and I am a Commanders fan. That says a lot. So right now, the Commanders are currently on top, but they are so close to getting into halftime. I don't want that lead to go away. It's 17-7 right now with the Commanders. They just scored a field goal just moments ago. Joey Sly did make that field goal to put them up 17-7. There are multiple games happening around the NFL right now in this noon slate. A lot of good games as well. We're taking a quick look in at Saints and Buccaneers. Buccaneers are currently up 7-3. Baker Mayfield is in the pocket. He throws it, not to Mike Evans, believe it or not, to Godwin, his other guy, and they did get a first down. I think it's a pretty good matchup so far. The Saints are going to have to score a touchdown, though, if they want to compete with the Buccaneers. Field goals aren't going to kick it. And we're checking into multiple games here around the league right now, and we're checking in with the Vikings and the Panthers. Adam Thielen is popping off as well. So far, Carolina Panthers are up 10-7. But you cannot forget about the NFC East matchup. I know Chase Sr. has all the details on his Philadelphia Eagles, but it's always go Commanders. What's up,
Two receivers to the left, tight end and a receiver to the right. It's Goddard and Brown to the right. Hurts flushed, runs left, tracked down by Chase Young. He gains about 1 or 2 on the play. For some reason, and I said this past week, Hurts has looked slow running the ball this year. Now, he injured the shoulder, so I'm not sure why, but it is interesting and of note.
Was able to get the edge there, but
good coverage
still.
by the Commanders, too. He got the edge there.
But didn't look very explosive.
Didn't look explosive. 2nd and 8 now, empty set. A.J. Brown and Goddard to the left. Zacchaeus and Smith and Gainwell to the right. Hurts will throw it. Check down. Tipped off the hands of Dallas Goedert into the air. And Goddard is lucky that the defender there wasn't 2 yards closer to that football.
That could have been dangerous.
Bad throw, I would say,
Yeah.
but a ball that Goddard has caught before. So now that sets up a 3rd and 8.
Now you're in danger zone. If you don't get this, the
Yeah.
Commanders get the ball back again with plenty of time.
3 timeouts left, 2 for Washington. Ball to 27. Hurts in the shotgun, 4-man front, throws right, pass caught, A.J. Brown. He's right at the marker. And it's going to be 4th and 1.
Brotherly shove it.
Brotherly shove it, I'd say. The thing is, because they have to run this brotherly shove, they're going to take time off the clock. And it's a long one. Eagles get a block to the outside. Hurts picks it up. Instead of running up the middle, they went to that left edge, and they get the first down. Type those ones. I would call a timeout here. I don't know if the Eagles are. If they called a timeout, clock would have stopped at 55 seconds. They're just going to go no huddle here. Hurts takes the snap, looks to throw, deep shot, down the center of the field. It's caught. What a catch. Devontae Smith. Game clock at 36. Eagles go no huddle. Smith caught it inside the 30.
What a catch!
And it is going to be a catch, I believe. He had to high point it, 50-50 it, and now the officials are going to review it inside 2 minutes.
Oh.
And I hate how the game clock went down to 8.
Mission and Coding Dojo is finding what's possible in our students' lives. If you are
Smith went up to get it on Emmanuel Forbes. I think he has control of that football.
Nothing from that angle.
It was called a catch. So the ball was juggling around. He has it right there on his arm, and it stays on his arm. That is a catch. Undisputed catch. But unfortunately for Philadelphia, not much time left. 18 seconds. I would have called a timeout right away.
Yeah.
Because if the play's reversed, you get the timeout back. Great throw by Hurts. He was hit by Jonathan Allen as he let that ball rip. And an even better catch by Devontae Smith.
What a beat.
Even if you get 3 here, it's a win. That is a catch.
He has a knack for making these catches against Washington.
He
Remember
does.
the one he had last year?
And that's on Emmanuel Forbes, who said, there's no player I want to defend more than Devontae Smith. Can we get to 1,000 likes before halftime? Commercial break. They're reviewing it. We're at 845 right now. Like the video. Make some noise. Let's go. We're cracking another drink. If we get to 1,000 likes, we have 2,800 people watching. Hit that thumbs up icon.
Let's
like
go.
the video. This is the best place to be outside of being at the link. Cheers to y'all in the meantime. We're up to 886. 886. Can we get to 1,000 before half? We're at $1,000 in super chats. Eagles looking to make a comeback. We're at 902 likes. The count for our 50-50 raffle is increasing. We're up to $70 for our 50-50 raffle. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We're at 931. Can we get there before we come back from commercial? Let's go. Go Birds. If you love the Birds, like the video. If you want the Eagles to score here, like the video and don't be that person who reverses it. Let's get the good vibes going. John Dasher, Nicole Robert, Baltazar, John, Sean, Robert, all with Venmo so far. At Chase_Senior, $10 buy-in for our Leprechaun race at halftime. We're at 975. Still a commercial break. We're 10 away. Almost 3,000 people watching live. 44,000 people have watched so far today. We got past 1,000. Let's go. Cracking another drink for that. Cheers to the Fly Eagles Fly family. You want to show that Venmo pic real quick? One of our last calls for our 50-50 raffle at halftime. We're doing a Leprechaun race. Passes caught by Devontae Smith. $10 buy-in. We're up to $70 right now. 50-50 raffle. Venmo me at Chase_Senior to get in with your chance to win free money. Here's the QR code here if you want to scan that to find my Venmo. Almost 3,000 people watching live. More likes that we get, more people who tune in. We're back from the commercial break. Huge play as Hurts put it up for grabs to Devontae Smith. And as Merrill Reese would say, Devontae Smith! Ball to 25. Eagles 1 timeout, 20 seconds left. So they put 2 seconds back on the game clock. Eagles get the ball after halftime. Hurts is in the shotgun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to his left is Gainwell. Hurts checks it down to Gainwell. Room to run, and he gets out of bounds. Stops the clock after a gain of about 4. Went through his progressions, checked it down. That play did not take 10 seconds. There was no way that play took 10 seconds. They say there's 10 seconds left on the game clock. 1 timeout left. Ball at the 23. 3-by-2 set for Philadelphia here. Hurts takes the snap. 4-man front for Washington. Flush to his right. He's going to have to throw it away, and now the Eagles are going to have to kick the field goal. If you had 5 more seconds left on the clock, you could have run another play.
Yeah, I don't.
Eagles so close to halftime right now. Chase Senior always providing you guys with that update, and we're providing you with updates around the NFL right now. We're going to pop right in to the Titans and the Bengals. On 2nd and goal, the Titans are in the red zone. Ryan Tannehill is trying to get something going. Can King Henry put another touchdown on the board? He throws it over the middle. Oh, brought down by the 2-yard line. So close. Unfortunately, it was not enough, but DeAndre Hopkins was the intended receiver. He did make that catch, making a name for himself here in the Titans uniform. We love to see it. Tannehill has definitely stepped up from his week 1 and his week 2. We're going to see if they can score a touchdown. 3rd and goal for the Titans in the Bengals. They definitely want to put more points on the board right here heading into halftime. This would be a huge win for the Titans, who got absolutely smoked last season, but we're going to have to wait to see if we can get that touchdown before the halftime because the Titans did call a timeout. Who do you guys have in this matchup? I've asked it once. I'm going to ask it again. The Cincinnati Bengals or the Tennessee Titans, regardless of how Joe Burrow is feeling right now. I want you guys to be honest. Let me know who you got. I'm going to type 10. I'm a big fan of the Titans right now, who are about to score, hopefully, on this drive. Oh, we got a King Henry Wildcat going on right now. He catches it, and nothing happens. Are they going to roll? 2nd timeout, Bengals. Oh, King Henry looked dangerous in that backfield with that ball. Going to command that offense right now. So we're going to see if they can still score. We're going to see if they can score right here. Of course, Mike Vrabel not happy about that 2nd timeout called by the Bengals, disrupting them a little bit in their offensive scheme. But I think Derrick Henry and Mike Vrabel have something cooking up there in the backfield, as D. Henry was in the Wildcat. Before that that timeout did happen, can the Titans score a touchdown here? Like I said, guys, Tennessee is the game that I am going with right now. I want the Titans to be able to put another win under their belt. I think they have a solid team this year. I love Derrick Henry, absolutely. Tannehill could step up a little bit, but so far so good. The fact that they have 17 points on right now. All right, we're going to try this play again right now. Derrick Henry in the Wildcat. What's going to happen here? Derrick Henry has the ball. He's running to his right. He throws it over. Touchdown! Derrick Henry can do it all. He throws his first NFL touchdown, I want to say. Josh Weil has the touchdown. Wow! I love Derrick Henry, man, but I think I love him as a quarterback just as much as a running back. Derrick Henry did make this beautiful pass over. I can't stop laughing because of the way he jumped. His little legs just spread out. They're not little, but he did a really good job. He almost Derek Jetered it. Just kind of the one off the left foot over the middle. Doesn't matter how you did it, what form he did, but that is a Titans touchdown before the halftime. Titans are now on top, 23-3, absolutely smoking the Bengals. But they are not the only game going on right now. We are taking a live look in at multiple games around the league, and the Ravens are currently in the red zone right now. They almost got a touchdown. They did try to have a pass to an intended receiver, but he only got 1 foot in, so it was not a touchdown. But that play did look very well. So right now, the Ravens are currently leading the Browns 14-3. It's been tough without Nick Chubb, and the Browns right now, the offense has struggled just slightly, but you still do have Myles Garrett and the defense. And Deshaun Watson is also out. Yes, thank you for reminding me, Brad. That was a tough loss. Happened earlier this morning. So obviously you can see why the score is 14-3. Right now, Ravens are on top. Can they add one more touchdown before the halftime will happen? They're on 3rd and 5, about 17 seconds left. Myles Garrett took a knee down on the field during this timeout, took his helmet off. You know he's working in overtime right now because he's got to make up the lackluster of the offense because of the injuries that they have had. So we're going to see if they can get on the board just like the Buffalo Bills just did with a field goal. They did make that score 31-14. They are dominating the Dolphins right now. We're definitely going to check in with Reitman here after that halftime to see how he is doing with his unbelievable Dolphins, who put up 70 points last week. Well, you're not winning this week right now. Once again, taking a live look in around all the NFL games. We're going to go back to the Browns right now. Let's see if the Browns defense and Myles Garrett can make a stop right here. They're about the 8-yard line in the red zone, third and 5. And drops back. Lamar Jackson rolls out. He throws it. Double coverage. Tight end. Touchdown. Wow. Mark Andrews, the tight end touchdown. We love to see it. Double coverage. Lamar said, screw it. Andrews is down there somewhere. He just absolutely threw it to the back corner. Wow. That was a beautiful catch by Mark Andrews. Just absolutely climbed the ladder on 2 Browns secondary players. And that will put the Ravens up 20-3. We'll see if they'll make the PAT here in just 1 second. But Mark Andrews is the tight end you want to have on your team.